This week with TinJon06.
Got a lot of things to talk about. All the things that you've been told. I know you thought about walking out. You're a pretty girl, and those glasses never lie. Only too much to change the way you see. You don't really gotta work it out. Find out what you want to see. Give you something you can talk about with all those so-called friends who can fix a plastic smile. Only too much to change the way you see.
Hey, it's me, it's TinJon06, and welcome to this week with TinJon06. Time check for today, it's 2:04 p.m. and it's already August 29. Well, Burmonths is incoming, people. Alright, so here are our headlines for today. So, what are the headlines for today? So, another company relaunches the GeForce GT 730? What? And a company or an OEM rolls out Windows 11 support on older Intel CPUs. And one Discord bot is killed off by Google. And MIUI 12.5 news is upcoming. And another one is Genshin Impact again, but this time, exciting ensues. So, alright, let's go to our first news for today. So, how worse is the GPU shortage today? So, guys, as if you don't know, we are having a shortage on parts, especially on GPUs. So, yeah, this is unfortunate because all gamers want a new GPU. They are want to upgrade to newer generation of graphics processing units, but we can't Or, yeah, we can because I want to upgrade too. But I can't because we don't have enough GPUs to begin with, okay? Alright, so our first content here is another company relaunches the GeForce GT 730. That's right, this is from the 700 series back in 2014 with the microarchitectures of Fermi, Kepler, and Maxwell. And what's just happened? According to TechSpot, what's just happened? Another graphics card has launched into the market, albeit with little fanfare. The good news is that availability is likely to be excellent. The bad news is it's a GeForce GT 730, a card that first arrived back in 2014. As we're all too familiar, the global chip shortage, that's right, continues to make the one simple task no. Excuse me. Not bullying. Buying a graphics card as a nightmare. With even the previous gen products, that's right. The Turing architecture is also expensive. I don't know. Yeah. The previous generation, even the Pascal architecture is expensive as F. I bought my card GTX 1050 Ti back in 2018 as 9,000 pesos, Philippine peso. 9,000 plus Philippine peso. Alright? Then, I checked the prices of GTX 1050 Ti. It is now on freaking 12,000 pesos mark. Or maybe 10,000 to 12,000 pesos mark. I mean, what the hell is that? How worse is the... It keeps getting worse. There you go. The global chip storage or the global chip shortage is getting freaking worse. That's right, people. Nvidia predicted that that this shortage will be, will be mitigated soon enough on 2022. So it means next year. With the Intel are coming on next year, Q1 2022, I tackled that on last week with this week with TinJon06. So we have so the GPUs will recover someday on 2022. I hope so, but I hope Nvidia will make some plans to this year, because stop scalping graphics cards, okay? I'm calling you out, scalpers. I'm calling you out. Alright, so let's read. In Asus case, is the GeForce. Yeah, the nightmare. The company relaunches the GeForce GT 730 is Asus. It's a part of 700 series that first arrived in 2013. And it has covered Fermi architecture, Kepler architecture, and Maxwell architecture. This particular model uses the GK208, which is a Kepler GPU. There are 384 CUDA cores, a 902 MHz boost clock in gaming mode with a 927 MHz OC boost. And a 2 GB of 5 Gbps or gigabits per second GDDR5 memory. The memory operates across a 64-bit bus. Yes, that's right, 64-bit bus. While my 1050 Ti is using a 128-bit bus, offering a total bandwidth of 40.10 gigabytes per second. You're obviously not going to playing the latest games on this card because, of course, this is a freaking Kepler card. And it is not even a GTX. It is a GT. It is... Gosh, this is not even a GTX. Come on, Asus. Please release GTX 780 Ti instead of GT 730. Or maybe a GTX 750 Ti. Or maybe a GTX 750. Why GT 730? Come on. Oh my god. Who wants this card? Who wants this card? Hey, live viewers and replay viewers, who wants this freaking card? GT 730. You don't know? I don't know who wants this card. But for me personally, I'd rather have a 750 or a 750 Ti or even a 760 than a freaking GT 730. Right? But unfortunately, that's it. So, it comes with 4 HDMI 1.4B ports with HDCP 2.2 support, and it can output resolution reaching 4K. I don't know what is the refresh rate of that. So, and additionally, the Asus GeForce GT 730 is powered by from the PCIe slot itself, because it has only 38 watts, while my GTX 1050 Ti uses 75 watts, and Asus recommends a 300 watt power supply unit. Alright, but unfortunately Nvidia will end support for Kepler. But why bother releasing a Kepler card instead of a Maxwell card? Why? What is the main reason for releasing a Kepler card? Why not Maxwell? Because Maxwell is still supported. Alright. My head hurts. I'm going to drink my freaking water. There you go. So, Asus releases the GeForce GT 730. And I don't know what will be the price of this. And if you want a RTX 2060 Super, well, good luck with that, because Turing cards are still expensive, even though we have an Ampere cards right now. I mean, right? Said Nvidia, predicting the chip shortage will last the majority of 2022. The majority of 2022. So we could go back in stock maybe July 2022, September, October. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. I want a new GPU, by the way. I want to upgrade now. By the way, my card is now 3 years old. Yeah. But still, it can play games, but not the latest games. Alright, next is Asus rolls out Windows 11 support on older Intel CPUs motherboards, contradicting Microsoft system requirements. There you go. In context, Asus recently started rolling out BIOS updates to its motherboards to help users get ready for Windows 11. Those updates are beginning to extend to motherboards for Intel CPUs older than any of the ones Microsoft currently lists as being compatible with Windows 11. This could end up making the already controversial system requirements even more confusing. And by the way, I'm using Windows 11 right now. Although in insider preview, I could say that Windows 11 on 7th gen CPUs is still running fine. Why Microsoft? I'm going to rant again, but why Microsoft, you it feels you make the 7th gen CPUs out of date, and even the AMD first gen Ryzen processors out of date. They're still fast. Microsoft, and that's why I joined the insider preview to prove you that my system is fast on Windows 11. So why not bother including the 7th gen or even the first AMD Ryzen processors? Why, Microsoft? That is the most controversial decision ever you make. Aside from buying Danger Incorporated for your Microsoft Kin, or maybe placing a DRM on your Xbox One, this is one of your controversial decisions ever. And even more confusing. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's read it more. Okay. Ever since Microsoft listed its system requirements for Windows 11, there's been some degree of uncertainty surrounding its requirement of Trusted Platform Module or TPM, and the need for a relatively recent CPU. Motherboard makers like Asus have started issuing new BIOS firmware to help users out, mainly by automatically enabling TPM. Asus even set up a page listing the Windows 11 compatibility status for all of its motherboards, which continues to update as it tests and releases more BIOS patches. So by the way, this is the page of oops, I'm going to, open in a new tab. So here are the all motherboards that are supposedly supported on Windows 11. So there you go. The following motherboards are compatible with Windows 11 under current testing. So here are they are testing some old motherboards here. That's nice. And even my motherboard is here. Let's go to B250. There you go. That's my motherboard. Prime B250MK. If you have a Prime B250MK, there's a new version 2001 of the BIOS you can download here if you want. So it said here that supports Windows 11 by default. No settings changes required in the UEFI BIOS. Please note that this is a beta BIOS version of the motherboard, which is still undergoing final testing before its official release. Yes. Okay, the UEFI, its firmware and all content found. Okay. Are provided on an as is or as available basis. Asus does not give any warranties. This is a warning. So do it on your own risk. Whether express or limited as suitability, compatibility, or usability of the UEFI, its firmware, or any of its content except as provided in the product warranty. So in other words, if you install a beta BIOS or any UEFI for that matter, it does not give any warranties. So please be careful on updating your BIOS. Well, I'm going to update it later when I finish the stream. I'm going to update on version 2001 beta version of the BIOS. In order to, even though I already have my TPM enabled, but still, I'm going to download this beta version of the BIOS just to test it out. And of course, this is risky as hell. So please do not do this if you don't know what are you doing. Okay? So, alright. So, alright, okay. A number of Z270 motherboards, which are designed for Kaby Lake and Skylake, receive a beta BIOS on August 10 for Windows 11 compatibility. The same happened with some H270s and B250 motherboards, just like I'm using right now. And these and many others fall under the section of ASUS compatibility list with the message, the following motherboards are compatible with Windows 11 under current testing. The upgradability is subject to the support from the operation system or third-party drivers availability. So yeah, Microsoft has acknowledged some of the confusion, saying that 8th gen core CPUs or higher, or 8th gen Coffee Lake, yeah, I think it's Coffee Lake. Coffee Lake processors is the oldest processor series that is sure to meet Windows 11 requirements. But Linus Sebastian from Linus Tech Tips proved that you can run Windows 11 on an unsupported hardware because it is bypassable, but do it on your own risk, by the way. So yeah, it seems that Microsoft isn't entirely sure how far it wants to extend Windows 11 compatibility yet while meeting its security goals. Hopefully everyone will have a clearer picture by the time the OS releases to the public late this year. And by the way, 7th gen CPUs have TPM 2.0 in it. Or maybe the motherboards has TPM 2.0 in it. I mean, why Microsoft? Why? Come on, Microsoft. We don't want to buy a new PC just for upgrading Windows 11, right? So, you may want to change or loosen up restrictions to your requirements, okay? I dare you. Alright. So, let's go to the next news. This is a sad news, by the way. Google has killed the Discord's best music bot. Say goodbye to Groovy on August 30. Why? Let's read the article from PC Gamer, right? Okay. YouTube has issued a cease and desist order against the creator of Groovy, who has agreed to shut down the widely popular music bot on August 30th. Excuse me. Effectively a tool for adding background tunes to chat room. Groovy worked by pulling audio directly from YouTube videos, joining voice calls, and playing music queued up by users. Whether that's your D&D group, adding spooky ambience to a session, or in case of my Splatoon team, or of your Splatoon team, lining up 10-hour bug snacks mixes during tournament games. Don't ask her, by the way. It was ridiculously popular, reportedly installed on over 16 million servers. But it seems Google wasn't so hot on the bot, with a spokesperson for the company told The Verge that Groovy violated YouTube's terms of service for modifying the service and using it for commercial purposes. I mean, yeah, because Groovy has a premium option. So that's why they violated the terms of service, I think. So in the same report, the Groovy creator, Nick Amerlaan, admitted that this was likely a long time coming. Groovy circumvents YouTube's front end and advertising entirely. So, right, thank you, Groovy, for your memories. In fact, I have Groovy on my own servers. And there you go. And I have it. Groovy is also good because it can also you can also put Spotify links there. And it searches for the equivalent YouTube video. Yeah. Goodbye, Groovy, on August 30, 2021. That is on Monday, by the way. Memories. So, how about you guys? What are your memories about Groovy? Um, so, what do you play on Groovy always? What do you play? What do you play on your server using Groovy? Is it your 1 hour extended mix of your favorite song, or 10 hours of play of Rick Roll? I don't know about you, but let me know in the comments or in the live chat what are your Groovy memories before Google will finally kill off this bot. So let me know what are your memories on Groovy on the comment section, or maybe on the live chat here. Alright. So, okay. So let's go with another tech news. So we have already 2 information remaining that I gathered this week. So here's MIUI 12.5 enhanced global availability. This is from the website bgr.in. This is from India. Alright. So, Xiaomi recently introduced the MIUI 12.5 enhanced variant of its Android skin in China this month. Details on its global availability are out. That's right. So, right now I'm using I'm using right now is a Mi 10T Pro, by the way. So this is a beautiful phone. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. All right. So this is a Mi 10T Pro 5G. It is currently running on MIUI 12.5. So when is the enhanced edition coming on this device? All right. So let's read it. Xiaomi recently announced the MIUI 12.5 enhanced version along with the MIUI 4 Pad and the flagship Mix 4 in China. The new version of its Android skin is expected to introduce a number of improvements and new features. So, while back then it only revealed the details of its China availability, we have now official information on availability outside of China. So right. So it will release for the global market starting the Q4 of this year's. So maybe October something? Yeah, most likely from October, that's right. Around 9 models have been revealed to get the new version of MIUI 12.5, and its list is expected to increase with time. So here's the list of the devices that will get MIUI 12.5 on global markets. We have the Mi 11, Mi 11 Ultra, Mi 11i, Mi 11X Pro, Mi 11X, Mi 10T Pro, Mi 10T, Mi 10 Pro, and Mi 10. And to recall, the company announced the Mi 12.5 enhanced for 12 smartphones in China. It remains to be seen as to when the other Mi and Redmi smartphones will get hold of this. And also, I don't know if this will arrive also in Poco. We don't know yet. So yeah, so what are the features of this? It also okay, it is an improvement over the MIUI 12.5, which is the software running today on my MIUI, on my Mi 10T Pro, by the way. It is said to sort out 160 system header problems. Wow, that's too many problems. And 224 system application problems. And it will also come with a number of new optimization features such as atomic memory to keep more apps in the background, liquid storage for storage optimization. So it means that the storage is now flexible, I think, or more fluid. And focus calculation to reduce CPU usage and battery consumption. That's great. And intelligent balance to stick a balance between hardware performance and power consumption. So it focuses on optimization. The MIUI 12.5 Enhanced focuses on optimizations on hardware and software. All right. It further increases the overall system performance. It is set to result in an only a 5% drop in performance after 36 months of usage. Wow. That's great. So my freaking my freaking Mi 10T Pro can last after 36 months of usage. It only had a 5% drop. According to Xiaomi, by the way. This is a good phone, and so far I don't have any issues that some other users are encountering. And also also to recall, the company also introduced MIUI 4 Pad, which is the company's first attempt at the specified OS for Xiaomi tablets. And this includes features for improved app performance with tasking and more. So overall, MIUI 12.5 Enhanced will be released on these following smartphones most likely on October or starting Q4 of 2021. So I'm going to wait for that and check if it is good operating system or not. Or maybe it needs more polishing on MIUI 13 perhaps. Right? Time check. It's 2:33 p.m. So right, we're going to have a break here, and we have a last gaming news, and then we are in the after show, and then we're going to end the stream later on. So be right back, guys. Alright guys, we are back on This Week with TinJon06. So we have one more gaming news for this week. And here we go. So let's go with that news already. So here we go. I am here on my freaking there you go. I'm here on my Hoyo lab. This is a forum for MiHoYo games, and this is for Genshin Impact. So the pre-installation is now coming soon. Alright, so it's said by MiHoYo. So, dear travelers, to bring the travelers a better gaming experience, the developers will soon make a pre-installation function available on PC and mobile platforms. Alright, pre-installation function available from August 30, and yeah, before the version 2.1 update. That is 11 o'clock a.m. So, yeah. So here we go. Pre-installation of mobile devices will download some of the new resources in advance, which will speed up download progress at login after the update and save time. When the version update is released, travelers on iOS devices must enter the App Store or tap update. Android users may open the game and follow the direction on screen, or open the Google Play Store and tap update. Travelers on mobile platforms will be unable to play the game while pre-installing game resources. Yeah, it's recommended that travelers complete any domains or any other challenges they wish to finish before beginning the pre-installation process. And then travelers on PC can still play the game while pre-installing the game resources. That is an advantage for us PC users here. But yeah, I have also Genshin Impact on my phone here, and also on my PlayStation 4 on my living room. Yeah. So there you go. Here are the steps of updating, so you could read this on Hoyo Lab. And by the way, speaking of Hoyo Lab, you can follow me on Hoyo Lab with the user TinJon06. Just search my profile, TinJon06, TinJon06. I have only 2 followers here on Hoyo Lab. If you want to follow me, you can follow me if you want to, because sometimes I post Genshin related content here on Genshin. On Genshin Impact's Hoyo Lab. So there you go, and you can check my status if you want to, because my Battle Chronicle is public if you want to check it if you want. Alright. So that I think we already we already tackled the information I gathered this week. And yeah, by the way, I have a new eyeglasses, so new look perhaps. All right. So I think that is, for me, this is this week's edition of This Week on with TinJon06. So see you on the next one, which is, I think, September 5. Yeah, September 5. Oh my god, it's already bare months. Yeah. Alright. So, okay. See you on September 5, which is the next week's edition of This Week with TinJon06. And it's me, it's TinJon06. See you on the next one. Yes, sir. Cool comment, Venti. Ciao.